Hey there, I'm Dahlia, and today I'm going to be walking you through Estateably's estate intake. This is useful for you to send to your clients so they can fill in the information about the deceased, any beneficiaries, and assets and liabilities they know of. First, navigate to the intake section within your Estateably file, and then click on Email Estate Intake in the top right-hand corner of the file. Here, you'll be able to enter the email that you're sending the intake to. You'll then be able to create a password and confirm your password, and then click on Next. Doing this will send the email directly to your clients. Here I can click on Send. Once the email has been sent to your clients, you'll then see the estate intake is grayed out at the top. You'll be able to click on Cancel Link if you no longer wish for your clients to be able to use the email that was sent to them. Now, on the client side, I'm going to go ahead and click in the email that I just received. Within the email, there'll be a link that I can click into to fill in information. Here, I'll be able to enter the password that was provided to me and click on Next. Once the password is entered, I'll be able to fill in all the information that I know about the deceased. So if they left a will, their first name, middle name, second middle name, last name if any, their date of birth and date of death, if I know their marital status, their address if known. If not, then I can leave it blank. Their gender if known. If I know their last occupation, what the date of their last will was, and any additional questions here. Clicking on Next will take me to the next screen. Then I'll be able to add a beneficiary. So here I can select the type of beneficiary, whether it is an estate, family member, non-family member, etc. So here I'll put in family member. I'll be able to enter their information. And enter any additional information that I have about this person. Once I've entered all the information that I have, I can select Add a Beneficiary to add another beneficiary, or I can click on Next. Here, I'll be able to add an executor or personal representative, depending on where you're located. By clicking on Add Executor, here I can select if it's an individual person or a corporate applicant. If I don't know the executor's information, I can simply not click on Add, and I'll move to the next section. In this case, I'll input the name, their email, phone number, occupation, the rest of the information here that I know of, where they're located, their relationship to the deceased. In this case, they are a spouse, and I'll answer the rest of the questions. I'll click on Next. Here, I'll be able to add any assets or liabilities. Again, if I don't know any of them, I can simply click on Next and it will move me to the next screen. Clicking on Add Asset will allow me to enter any asset that I know of. So here, I know that the deceased had a property. So I'm going to add real estate, the currency. In this case, I'll put Canadian dollars. I'm in a Canadian file. If you're in a US location, you'll put US dollars. I'll put the exact value at the date of death, which I believe in this case was 1.5 million. And then I'll put the same value for the current value. The ownership type is how it's owned. So if it was jointly owned, you can then select a percentage. In this case, it was solely owned. I can then add as many assets as I want. So if there was an account that I know of, I can add that. I can put the value of the account. Again, the ownership, where the account was held, the account type, and then any additional information. Once I've entered all the information, I can click on Next. If there were any liabilities that I know of, I can click Add Liability. Otherwise, I can click on Submit. Clicking on Submit will now send back the estate intake to you, the lawyer or paralegal. Now, as the user of Estateably, I'm going to navigate back to Estateably. And here, I'm going to go and import my estate intake. I can then check off or uncheck any assets I don't want to get imported. So if I don't want a beneficiary to be imported, I can uncheck the beneficiary, etc. Select everything here and click on Next. I'm about to import 41 fields. Do I want to proceed? Yes, I do. I'm going to click on Import. Once the import is finished, you'll then see that everything that I added has been updated within your file. So here you can see I imported one of my beneficiaries, I imported an executor, I added some assets to my account, and now I can move forward and finish creating my file. Please don't hesitate to reach out to Estateably should you have any questions in using the estate intake.